I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Yo, here it is, right to it. And now we're here.
You came on with that sad face though. This how the joint came on. You was like,
Yeah. I was waiting for to see if you could, if you could hear, because I'm on hotspot right now. So
okay.
hey, good to see you, fams. Back on,
Hey, everybody. How does that sound? How do I
crispy and
sound?
clear.
My mic
Yeah,
okay?
crispy and clear.
Okay, that's good. I like crispy
All right,
and clear.
so there's that. We're back on domestic soil, back in the lab. All fun and games, man. A Friday edition, something like a podcast. Hilarious commentary, trending topics, celebrity guests, and interesting people. Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Shout out to everybody watching on the West Coast. No sound effects. My man John Watson in the building.
Yeah, we just gonna raw dog it tonight.
I'm at work.
You got to raw dog it on. Sometimes you got to raw dog it on a Friday.
You just got to go straight in. You just got to go straight in.
Straight in.
Yeah. Meat to meat, as they say on the internet.
No pleasantries. We ain't got time for the pleasantries. Y'all know what time it is. Let me on it.
So yeah, man, good to see everybody in the chats here. Yes, thank you. Hit the like button. Share this video if you will. Thumbs up, all of the above. We appreciate all of that. We'll take all of that.
How was the week?
Man, it's a blur. It really is a blur. And I'll tell you what. So I'm at work. I'm not gonna say where I am, and I got the shirt on, my work uniform on. So I'm not gonna show that. There was a time in the past where I may have done that. Not doing that anymore. We just got ethics training. And I will say this. I got in trouble for the first time in my tenure at said job location.
Oh, geez.
I got in trouble for the first time in almost 9 years.
Oh.
Because of Foolishness Friday. Because of foolishness. So I got to start the story at the end. I got to start the story because I won't be here long because there's a situation at work. It's sidebar. You ready for the sidebar?
Okay.
As you can see, I'm in this office. There are things going on outside the office. One of the things that's going on is allegedly there were 3 teenage males in the boys' bathroom stall with a teenage female.
Oh, no.
This is just now. So to all the parents, I want the parents to lock in because I always talk about there's an agenda, and people say, no, you gotta let kids be kids, and it's not bad that they're on their phone and all day, all night, and watching everything and receiving all the available information in the universe. It's not bad. So they go to another staff member goes to correct their behavior. What y'all doing in here? You ain't supposed to be in here. Why are you 3 dudes in here with this one girl? Girl, what are you doing in here? Guess what her response is?
Juggling?
It's okay. We're poly.
Oh, no.
Now, where in the fuck did you get that from? Where did you get that from?
How old? What age range are we talking about here?
13, 14.
Oh, come on.
The gentlemen are in line.
They are I didn't have my first poly till college.
You didn't even know what poly was till psychology class.
They didn't call it poly.
It's okay.
Similar to what we called something similar to Amtrak.
Yes.
The word we're looking for is Amtrak.
It's okay. We're poly.
No, it's not okay.
What?
Save the children. Save the babies. Come on.
As they say, they are anything. They're anything.
No.
All right, so back to it. So there's a moment where this door may fly open, and I may have to,
spring
talk
spring
to
to
an
action.
officer. I may have to talk to her. Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
come on. Jeez.
Yeah. So so
Sheesh.
Foolish Fridays got me in trouble. And here's why. It's the end of the
Uh-huh.
story, but the beginning. So we all pretty much most of us left Atlanta on the same day, Sunday, during a rainstorm. A little turbulent.
Monday,
Monday. Yeah,
Sunday.
Monday.
So okay.
A little turbulence. You know what I mean? I don't really do well with turbulence, so I'm popping the melatonins. Yeah.
Side note, you don't do well on a smooth flight.
I do not do well on a smooth fight, and on a smooth fight, I'm popping the melatonins. So on this
Right.
rough one, I'm
Right.
popping a couple extra ones because they gummies. It's
Oh
good.
boy.
It's delicious, cherry
Uh-huh.
flavored. So I'm hitting them joints,
Mm-hmm.
and I get to where I need to get. But if you know about the melatonins, you get to where you need to get, but they keep you there. Yeah,
Lights
they
out.
keep you there, and it's not even lights
Uh-huh.
out per se. It's that down. It's that
Mm.
down. Just the weight of the
No.
world.
That's like that Cosby 80s
Yeah.
PSA. Hey, you take the
Yeah. It just goes and the record just stops. So I went to
Yes.
work, and a few hours into my work day, went straight to work. Shouldn't have done that, but I did.
Okay.
And so the regional supervisor, that's the person
Sounds important.
two above my manager,
Yeah.
and right below the director is
Mm.
passing through, passing through on the way to see somebody else, but sees me
Yep.
in the corner, flatline, knocked out. So he rustled me up or whatever. I'm like, hey, how's it? Hey, you get that dumb, hey,
Who the hell?
Hey, good to say, hey, good afternoon, good morning.
Okay.
So he's like, nah, man, we can't do this. And I was like, oh yeah, nah, because I had a rough flight. I sat down to get a breather, a quick refresher. He said, we got cameras in it, man.
Oh,
I said, it's like 10 minutes. He said, nah, man, it's like 2 hours, man. I was like, all right, yeah, you got me. He said, yeah, man, I'm gonna have to write you up on.
Like, sir, we're still rewinding the tape,
Yeah,
sir.
right.
Can you go back 10
It
seconds? Can you go back another 10
was
seconds?
it was
Okay.
daylight when you came up here, man. It's nighttime
Oh
now, man.
no.
Early
No,
evening.
sir.
So yeah, Foolish Friday got me my first write-up in 10 years at the job.
Oh man.
No sound effects.
Thank you,
Thank
Foolishness
you.
Friday.
Appreciate you. Like my motto here at work, whenever I travel and come back, I'll be like, yo, y'all don't even know y'all don't even realize where I was last night, man. You don't even realize what I was doing last night.
Y'all don't know what I'm doing. Y'all don't know who I was with.
Would you believe?
Y'all don't even know who I was
I'm
with.
asleep. It's a reason, fam.
Right.
So anyway.
Do you know what was going on? Just last
so
night.
Depending on who's tuned in right now, appreciate everybody stopping through. This is not what the show normally looks like, but this is the like I said, a pop-up version of the show.
Yeah,
It's the abridged version, no
version.
sound effects, no music, but so Foolishness Friday, man, it went down in Atlanta this past Sunday. Deborah says, hello family, happy belated, Deborah. Please pray for my hometown, Little Rock, Arkansas, struck by a tornado. It's pretty bad. Just spoke with your brother. It's fine. I know the places that were okay. Good. We'll say that everybody send some up.
That's good. I've been
there. Send some up for that. Shout out to Deborah because Deborah was there. Deborah was there.
She said what's up.
Took pictures.
Deborah was there with Jay Elite was there.
Jay Elite. Lee Rick's tickets was there.
Other folks.
His tickets was there.
Right. The ghost of Lee Ricks.
And Robert Howard was there, I believe, from this chat. But yeah, so shout out to everybody that came to the show, everybody that heard about it, everybody knew about it. Atlanta showed out. It was a fun show. Atlanta was a fun show.
It was
and
good.
It's like if I could, if you've watched or been at all three, and I've watched and I was at all three, it was a combination of New York and DC. Like it was a combination of it had the energy and the look of one and of show one, and then the second show it had the layout and execution It was a combination. It
Yeah.
was 1 + 2 is
Yeah.
indeed 3, and that's
Yes.
kind of how it went.
No, thinking back on it, I know
Yeah,
exactly what you mean, because New York,
the
the
crowd,
crowd
right?
definitely was more into it, and more willing to
Yeah,
participate, and like really kind of, they were in
right.
cookout
And
mode.
then DC
You know what I
was
mean?
comedy heavy. It was show heavy. The show was heavy, and
The show,
then
yeah, it was so heavy, but the
it
crowd
was
was
like,
more like,
I mean, this is cool. Yeah, I don't even know what this is, but it's
well
cool.
done, well done, good show,
And then
good
the
show,
third one
well
in
done.
Atlanta, it was like show and crowd. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it was monster. It was amazing.
Because if you look at the Foolishness Friday Instagram, and you see that reel that was put up, like you see, like this moment where the crowd is, they
Yeah,
dancing. There was some
yes,
sing-alongs,
some cameos,
audience
yeah, Q and
participation,
A,
Q&A. It was a lot. It was a lot going on. Yes,
and
yes,
physical stunts is what
yes,
I'm saying. Physical
yes. Several.
by a woman in her 50s, in the prime of her life, in
Yes,
50s,
and a man in
and
his 50s, if that's what you,
yeah,
if that's your
man of a certain age, and women
man
of
of a
certain
certain
ages
age.
doing stunts.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
both
Split
in their
off.
mid 50s, men and women doing things.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
it was
Unexpected, impromptu. That's the best part. To me, that's the best part, when, like, I guess your quote unquote your viral moment or whatever. Like New York had one for sure, right? Right, to relax your mouth.
yeah.
Right, New York had one. DC, I don't feel like DC necessarily had
But
one.
shut the fuck up might have been. It could
Oh
have
yeah,
been.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
could
was
have been.
good. Yeah. And the Michelle
And Michelle
Obama
Obama.
impression,
Yeah.
right? But that damn, there were a couple in Atlanta, but that split off,
Yeah.
because that's the only thing that wasn't
There was no way you could have planned that.
a
Yeah, no
pre-thought.
way.
There was no
Nothing.
pre-thought. There was no, all right, and then when you get up there,
Yeah,
can you
yeah,
do
and
a split?
everybody,
'Cause if you
yeah,
can, it would be great if
yeah,
you did.
yeah.
Like, so the initial split that Gail dropped on everybody, and then later on, for those who weren't there, so Gail, what's
Gail
Gail's
Bean.
last name?
Yeah.
Gail Bean. For context, everybody that's familiar with
Rwanda and Snowfall and Roulette in P
Snowfall
Valley.
in P Valley, right? So that, this actress, talented young lady showed up, and there was an opening bit, and there was, a fake audition for male strippers and so forth, and she comes out to advise on a move, like maybe they should do some moves, and just the note was just improv, but just I'm basically gonna say maybe you can show them a move, like, to how they can improve, and she said maybe you should do this,
The real kind,
and just
drop the box.
like,
She dropped the
whoa,
box
right on the floor, and everybody went nuts. That was
Yeah.
the first
of
45
the show.
seconds
Yeah,
of the show,
easily.
and everybody went
Set
crazy.
the tone easily.
So then the panel comes back, because everybody does stand up, and all the stand up was great, right? I'm back there laughing because it's stuff that I haven't heard before, routines I haven't heard before. And then the panel comes back, and she's on the panel, and the part that I can't remember, because I was I was actually busying myself with things back there. How did the split off start? Like how did it kick off?
I was in the same type of element because I missed it as well.
Okay.
I heard
like,
the
I saw
roar and peeked back around, but I missed what started it off. Yeah.
What started it? Okay, because I was in the sound booth, on the tech area, and I saw it start to happen. Like, basically I saw bodies start dropping, right, on stage. But then the audience stood up once it was like one person did it. Then I think Gail might have did it again, and then B Flat, not to be outdone, was like, wait a minute now, hold my beer. Boom, and then the young lady, the poetess,
Kyla Lacey, Kyla Janae Lacey,
Kyla Lacey, out of nowhere, like, boom, and then they just kept doing it. It was like mayhem, and then the whole crowd stood up, and I started.
So when I was backstage, because I was walking from backstage to go into the crowd with the microphone, I hear the eruption, and I turn around, and everybody's on the ground. I see shoulders. Oh, that's all. I said, why are they on the floor? What is happening?
Yeah.
So that was an amazing moment. Now I must say this in full transparency, because people scrutinize. it's gonna be awesome when you see it on video, but it is nowhere near the experience from being in the room. No,
Yeah, no.
I mean the
Yeah.
roof went off. I was
Yeah.
like, what is happening here? And watching the video, I've watching pieces of it. The camera crew I hired, you get what you pay for. Completely unprofessional. Completely. They were laughing so hard. There are pieces of the video
Oh yeah, it's like yeah.
that's like this. And I'm like, is he laughing on the joystick? Controllers, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Completely. And I seen them at the end and they were like,
So when they were doing splits, he was
it's like I was like, oh my, y'all gotta calm
yanking his
down.
joystick. Is that?
Oh, he's yanking his joystick. Oh, I
Uh-huh.
just caught that you went in and out. But yeah, yes.
Thank you.
No sound effects. No sound effects.
No sound effects. Just do the drum roll on you.
Yeah, yeah. But no,
Nah,
it was fun.
Yeah, and then
I mean,
like y'all, if you didn't hear on Karen Hunter show, we had celebrities in the audience. We had OG from The Wire.
Yeah. Detective Kima Griggs.
Yes.
Sonia Sohn.
Yeah. She was in the audience because apparently she's a good friend of B Flat.
Yeah.
And she was there, and I mean Rodney Perry, did his stuff. He was great. Jay came up and did his routine, his songs.
Brought his ugly ass art from the crib.
Massive murals that sitting in his basement since 2020.
It looked like a sixth grader did it. I was like, these are the ones you bring? I've seen your work. You brought these just in case they got damaged. You wouldn't mind it.
Right.
And came late. So he walking through the audience with these
yeah, I peeped it. I was like, oh, Jay's here.
4 foot by 3 foot portraits.
Right.
Wet from outside. I was like, man, if you don't get out the way.
Yeah.
But no, it was it hit. And then the band, my man Eric Thomas trio, look for him online. ETQ, Eric Thomas trio, saxophone led musicians. And when I booked him, I looked up his credits or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy cat. Okay. And they were improvising and riffing and doing hip hop.
They did that well. You're right. They did that well because even with there were certain moments, I think either panel wise or with the stand-ups where not necessarily a rim shot was hit, but they gave a little even if it was like a Tonight Show, something like that, just like a little hit where it needed to be. And they were so good with Jay.
Yeah.
I thought because Jay said, give me something or other in D minor.
Yeah.
And they hit right onto it, and that was so good. They were really good. They were really good.
And then the spoken word artist, Kyla Janae Lacey. Now you don't know the name, but if you were to go look up right now, you'd be like, oh, I seen her before.
Right.
We had her on the joint, and she shut it down with two spoken word pieces.
Yeah.
And I'm looking because I'm backstage trying to facilitate, navigate. So I didn't really dial in to hearing it. But she got a standing O.
Oh no, she was
in the middle of the show.
She was a beast.
Yeah, standing O.
She was a beast. Yeah, she was really good.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and single in Atlanta, which doesn't make sense, but makes sense.
She said that.
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't.
I think she said it on stage, and I joked her afterwards. I was like, "Are you?" Or maybe it came up afterwards, and I was like, "Oh no!"
After the split, not for long. Oh
no, just in Atlanta. In Atlanta, that tracks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're not. Yeah, she might have to move. Yeah. They're not necessarily looking for her in Atlanta. If they're looking for, not her.
Yeah.
She's young, slim, attractive. They're not looking for her.
Then the split didn't help. It wouldn't help at all.
They're not.
Wow.
She might get a whole lot of best friends.
Yeah.
Might get a lot of BFFs.
Shopping buddies.
But she's not gonna get
girl.
No.
Okay. All right.
No. Yeah.
Damn,
Unfortunately.
That's unfortunate.
She has to move.
Yeah. That is unfortunate. Oh, let's see what else.
Because also in Atlanta, they the brothers that are on the prowl out there, they you gotta be eating biscuits and gravy. That's how they roll. You know what I mean?
She's Hollywood. She's LA.
Yeah.
You definitely has the LA physique.
You can't be on kale and soy
and quinoa.
In Atlanta, nah.
She had the LA hair and all of that.
They need fluff out there. They're not going for that.
So I gave him a shout out on Karen's show because I was keeping it clean. But Aaron from Detroit, if I smack shit out of Aaron, man. with the beard. He got me. He got me on stage, and I was not ready for it. We talked after we made peace. You know what I'm saying? We found out we had some mutual people from middle school.
Oh, really?
And yeah, from 30 years ago. But he was just, it speaks to the energy and how the crowd really feel like it really feels like a community. So I heard him say something to Karen. So in my mind, backstage, I'm in host mode. I said, when I get on stage, I'm gonna, tighten him up.
Yeah.
Let him know, settle down.
Yeah.
We see you.
Yeah, we got it.
But the crowd is not here for you. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I get out there, he tags my bit, right? With the wings. And he said sticky wings. That was a good tag, so I acknowledged it.
Yeah.
That was a good one. But by me acknowledging it, I think he thought it gave him permission.
Keep coming. Hey, keep coming, champ.
to holler out. You know what I'm saying? And Karen hates the N-word. And so I got taken out of my, she hates nigga.
Yeah.
So I got taken out of my element because I said, "Oh, you funny, my dude." I said, "You should come on stage. Come to the stage. This nigga." You know what I'm saying? So then I realized, I was like, "All right, settle back in. Do what you got to do. Go back into your material." So I came out later, in between, I think Dante and Rodney, and he on the phone. So I see him. So I said, "Okay, I'm about to crush him." So I go over to his direction and I say, but he had a serious face. He hit me with this joint, and I was like, I said, "Fam," in the middle of the show.
I'm gonna let you keep the comedy going in 1 second, champ. I got you. Just hold that joke.
So I said, "My man, you on the phone?" So he was like, "Yeah, had a death of a family member, right?" But it was so fast, it was believable. I didn't have time to, and everybody around him had the serious face. So I'm like, in my head, this is how I process milliseconds worth of process. I'm like, the only way he would have the audacity to be on the phone is if it's an emergency. So I said, that's probably a real emergency. I said, "Oh, my bad." This is what I said out loud. I said, "Who died?" He took the phone down and said, "Your mom's pussy." I said, "Holy shit." I said, "Oh yeah, that's where you going?" Off the top. And then he was like, nah. But the crowd erupted, and I repeated it because it was, it was a ballsy shot.
Yeah.
That everybody didn't hear. But I was like, "Yo, fam, where did you even come up with that? Like, you committed to that."
He had a bit. He had a whole bit going.
Yeah.
You had He's like, I know he's gonna see me.
I see him coming.
Yeah, I know he's gonna see me on the phone.
Yeah, I can't bail out. I gotta stay with it.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's bold.
I
didn't hear all that. Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, for real?" I said, "Yo, you about to get on stage. You about to, you gotta get to it. You want to be on the show bad." So I let him live. It was a light, touch up. And when I came out later, a couple times later, I just, I gave him the gift. And I was like, "Here, man, take this gift. You want to be a part of the show, and shut the fuck up." You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing after that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny. But it speaks to just how comfortable everybody is when they come to that type of show.
Right.
Like, it's not heckle. It's only heckle.
They feel like you know
right.
Know each
that's
other.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Like they going, so like, never televised nor recorded. We good?
Yeah,
Right?
I'll come get those. So give me a second. I'm on camera right now. Yeah, I got you.
He over there holding his balls. So put your balls down.
Anyway.
No. So like they going like, so I was saying the stuff that you'll never see, like us in the back room, right? And like we all going. Maybe you walking around, but like Dante.
Oh yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Me and Rodney. I just met Rodney. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like we already, as soon as you sit down, we in it. I'm in it. I'm at the lunch table now.
Yeah.
Hanging with the big kids, so I got to be sharp and like whatever they doing, I got to be on it too. And we just throwing jabs. Throwing little elbows left and right. Talking that talk, and like the audience. Clearly felt like they were also in the back room where they could just we know each other, right? You do, right? This is you get it. I'm giving you jabs, like give me back, and like,
I can take it. Yeah.
Now it's time for you to sit down and be quiet.
Yeah, there's a show here. People, other people who are not here for that. You know what I'm saying?
Side note: if they did record, if someone had been back, in the well, they were kind of recording the green room, but I don't think they were recording
not
like
during.
the little funnies, because we was throwing a lot of funnies towards each other, like the whole time back there. That was funny.
So in the future, we're looking for funding as well. So in the future, I would have 2 camera crews to handle that. You know what I mean? Like a dedicated 2 little white guys with the handhelds, MTV style. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking for funding, by the way.
Yes.
So I just want to say that.
Yes.
Feel free to email us at foolishnessfridaylive@gmail. So
you dropped the next location too.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, that could change as well, as you could sense. That could change as well, because I was told before we left Atlanta where the next one, the preference was.
Yeah.
And the preference was Chicago.
Yeah.
In the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
But then on air today, she says, I want to go to the West Coast. And it's like, oh, okay. All right. So those 2 things are in line.
Mm-hmm.
So the event is quarterly. So let's do the math, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at July and then again in November, just like last year.
Right.
So Chicago and then the West Coast. I just don't know what order.
Well,
so there's that.
If we're talking sensical order,
Chicago.
Right.
And then the
West Coast. Because that's Chicago in November, boy. That's an ugly dice roll. You don't want to go
doing that.
No, sir. No, sir.
So the West Coast will either be Oakland or LA. I want to do Northern California, just the blackness of it all, and the history and the Black Panthers and the Bay. Just that whole feel. I think we could create some magical moments in there.
Does that same venue they have locations there?
So City Winery, the chain that we're using now, does not. The furthest one west that they have is Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That Atlanta one was good though. That was a really nice laid out room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There wasn't a bad seat in the house.
Yeah, line of sight was real crispy.
Line of sight was real good. Yeah. Like the only downfall, nothing to do with the venue, was just the rain. Like I didn't know it was raining so bad. Like because we were inside
that
the whole
night.
time.
That night. Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember it was coming down like towards the end. I guess I think upon maybe some people arriving still because it was 8 o'clock.
The other piece is so New York was 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
New York was, for me, perfect in my overall vision. I wanted a daytime event where you didn't know it was daytime. Yeah.
Yes.
DC, they hit us with the UWAP and was like, well, earliest we can do is 6.
Yeah.
Find out later that wasn't
7.
true.
Right.
Atlanta, I couldn't go with anything other than 8 because they had an event before. So they had the little gospel brunch, and we got to switch the room. We got to turn over the room and do this and this. I didn't like 8 because when we ended on time. When we ended, people really a noticeable amount stood up and was like, "Good night."
Good night. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it was out the door.
I noticed that, especially
it wasn't the hang around. Yeah, it wasn't the hang around that we had in New York. It wasn't the hang around that we had in DC. It was just too late on a Sunday, and we're in the South.
Yeah,
and people got to just good God fearing,
and they coming from yonder and so far. We got
to get home. Yeah, and we don't want to be.
I live in Dunwoody and
Smyrna. I live in Smyrna, Snellville.
Yeah,
Douglasville, Georgia.
Fayetteville.
We came all the way from around the 285.
Yeah,
and you don't want to be in the city after docks in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Not Atlanta. So I think that was the only thing that I was like, it was no opportunity to commither and fellowship. And they shut the bar down in the room, and it was like it's 10:30. What are y'all doing?
Like, nah, man, we gone.
yeah. So LY says expensive fries too. So the truffle fries apparently, I don't know. I didn't get those. You should have just ordered the big shit and just went with it. You know what I'm saying?
Bring your own BYO truffles.
Be your own,
bring a little truffle all with you.
Yeah,
make it work.
Yeah. So so there's that. So I wish I had sound effects. I would do the round of applause to everybody that helped make it happen. Everybody had a piece of it, and yeah, man, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, nah,
It
it
was
was
fun.
definitely.
And I mean, the weekend,
Uh-huh.
like we had, so we down
Oh,
there
right.
for
Yeah, you had a whole weekend out of it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lonnie's birthday weekend. So we down there Friday, and then Saturday we went to the we had the little sports bar situation, and the people, about 25 people came out who were either going to the show or familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
We was in there hanging out and went to the cigar bar. We hanging. It was yeah, it was all right. So Chicago, just know this.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago will be a weekend of events, because that's that'd be
Yeah,
impossible
especially
not to do, not
in
to do.
July.
Yeah,
That's clutch,
yeah,
real clutch time.
yeah.
That's Dr. Rich country. So I'll be out there,
Oh yeah,
a couple times a year
oh
on a
yeah.
good year.
So
So
you gonna know where we need to be at. You know what I'm
I can
saying?
find out for sure. If I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
I for sure find out. But
yeah, yeah.
depend. It also depends. I don't know where the establishment is located. If it's I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
So
I don't either. But
that would have a lot to do with it. But definitely a lot
is
you can get in.
anybody watching from Chicago right now? Because I'd love to ask you some direct questions. $12.
Yes.
Oh, El Wash says $12 fries. That's cheap at a hoity-toity
Hell, I
venue.
had some $12 fries last night. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna hold
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I was at the Pendry Hotel last night in
Oh,
DC on the Wharf.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, $12
That sound
fries.
like that would be a place
Yeah,
for that. Yeah,
that's where you get them $12 fries at.
yeah.
For
But
sure.
was they delicious though?
They were pretty good. They were
Yeah.
pretty good. Came with a garlic aioli,
Of course,
because you can't just come with
you
ketchup.
can't. Oh man, so we went to a couple places. It was an eating weekend. We went on an eating tour. So we went to breakfast at Barney's on Friday morning when we landed. So we noticed, the food culture. Everybody's trying to, outdo the next place. Why, when I tell you every ingredient had sage and basil in it?
That's
Every
the joke. Yeah.
I mean, for everything, it was
Yes.
sage and basil French toast with a hint. I had a Manhattan with sage and basil.
Did they light it
bitters.
on fire? Did they
Oh
light
man,
it on fire?
we was like, it's a sage and basil weekend down here, man. Everything.
Mhm.
But that garlic aioli, we found that everywhere for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We went to this one Spanish joint, man. It's called Barcelona, in a newly gentrified part of town, man. Over there by the Works. It was called the Works. And they had these home fries, these skillet potatoes, right? And I don't really like home fries, but they was double crispy.
Oh.
Like somebody had air fried them and then threw them in a skillet.
Yeah.
And then they had they sent them to the table with it was a cauldron, a little iron cauldron of garlic aioli. I said, ain't nothing but spicy mayo. No, it's different. It was different. It had the chunks.
That joint?
Man, it had the chunks of something herbal in it, like a whole cloves or something. It was something that made it earthy, and like they wanted to let you know we was back here mixing this aioli. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is aioli?
It's
Is
it's
the spice, or is it the sauce? Is it
sauce.
Is it cream?
Mhm.
Is it really just mayo with garlic?
Well, it's it's that, and whatever, however they hype
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They was
however they
doing
hype
that.
it.
They was hyping it though. Yeah, it was sage and basil on that jump. Let me see.
So I'm told City Winery is in the West Loop,
West
which
Loop
is a real nice area.
Sounds
Got a
fancy.
lot going on there. So
Sounds fancy.
yeah, the West Loop.
Let's see. Kelly said, "Did you get the $1,000 Mansa Musa breakfast at Barney's?" I almost did. They had to stop me.
The $1,000.
So on the menu, right? They got a French toast is $19. Salmon and eggs, $26. Steak and eggs, $28. And then there's this little strip, this highlighted area of the menu. Get the Mansa Musa breakfast, and it's like pancakes with gold flakes, and then a bottle of Ace of Spades.
Oh,
and then
okay.
There's this, and it's $1,000. I almost got it. This is fresh off the plane. I said, "Hey man, we here for a reason.
You feeling yourself?
This is what we do. We down here,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The lady came. I said, I'll have the you know what? Let me get these salmon croquettes. You know what I'm saying? With some
Thought better of
flakes
it
of,
and pulled out your coupon books. And actually,
yeah,
I got a coupon for this breakfast.
yeah.
Let me get
And
that
you
two
get
for
the
$29.
you can get the pancakes with the little flour. There's little flour petals and little gold flakes. You can get that instead of the actual Mansa, but the man I like the name. I thought it was tough. I said one day.
Yeah.
I
You
said
can
one day,
you
baby.
can shit a gold brick.
Man, we gonna come down here. We gonna get that Mansa one day, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody
Couple
in
more
that
of these
joint.
shows.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't gonna be like this forever.
So to be honest, Elwash says the food wasn't worth the wait. The food wasn't at Winery or Barney's, because I need clarity on that. Because we can't
I feel like they've been talking
disparage.
about
Yeah, we
the
can't
one.
disparage the venue. I can't.
Yeah,
I
I don't know which
won't
one they're
allow it.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't allow it. I can't just keep that to
But either
yourself.
way, you came for the comedy. You didn't
Yeah,
come.
you came for the
You came for the comedy. Maybe a
Oh
beverage.
no, he said I wasn't impressed with Barney's. Neither was I.
Oh, okay.
Neither was I. So I can ride with you on that one, or whoever this person.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Barney's. Yeah, neither was I. I was not impressed.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
it was
I
cool.
was so I didn't even. I think the only place I went, I ate was at the whatever the fish spot you told me to go to.
Oh, in Pond
What is
City
it?
Market.
Yeah, Pond City
What was it
Market,
called? Fish
Fish
something?
Champ or something like that.
Yeah.
I had that fish sandwich, and at the venue, when they gave us, they fed us later on. I want to say I didn't realize I was that hungry.
Oh, I was
At the
eating
end
it.
of the show.
Yeah, I was eating it one in the morning, clobbering that joint. Hummus. The hummus.
That hummus did look. I would. They gave me that chicken sandwich, man. That was sitting there waiting for me. I crushed that joint like I performed.
And Kelly also says the adult candy was good. This portion of the show is brought to you by
The good people at
good
Brooklyn
people
Zone.
at Brooklyn Zone, Drunken
Drunken
Fruit.
Fruit.
It's
Yeah.
adult candy. Yes, she had some. Go to the website and pick up. You had a sample. Now pick up a full portion and satisfy yourself. So there's
Get
that.
that watermelon.
Yeah, get the watermelon. The watermelon is, I think it's in season. Hold on, here we go. Presented by Drunken Fruit. No sound effects. So yeah, it was a testimony. All right, I think that's about it, man. It was a wonderful situation. So everybody tuned in right now. So on social media, Twitter, Instagram, it's FFL the Tour, and that's the only way we can keep in touch. Because tell you a little secret. No, I'm not even gonna tell y'all the secret.
Oh, it's gonna leave me hanging.
Yeah, I tell you. So check the chat, FFL the Tour. That's what I
Mhm.
need at all social media, so I can stay in touch and send out emails and notices and updates and all that. We're building a community here, and if you have any direct question or you want to be added to the mailing list, go to foolishnessfridaylive@gmail.com, and that's in the chat as well. Foolishness
Yeah,
Friday
there you
Live.
go.
And that way you get you send me an email, I'll put you right in the mailing list, the database, comedy, culture, and community right there in your face.
Yeah, that show was a move.
Yeah.
Time to hit the t-shirt press, sir.
What's that?
Start pressing these t-shirts.
Oh, merch.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that bought the bottle of wine. I thought that was a nice, great idea from the venue. So they had these bottles of wine with a custom
Mhm.
label, and people actually bought them. It was like what's the final number they gave? About 20% of the audience bought.
Oh,
The
really?
bottles.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
So
Yeah, that's good. That's like around 60 plus people, something like that. 60, 70 people. Yeah. That's pretty good.
I thought that was awesome. And
That's what's up.
yeah. Hey Deborah, I'll tell you later. For legal reasons. I'll let you. This is being recorded.
Right.
So,
yeah, shout out to everybody that did stay after for pictures, because for me personally, I mean, I was doing my part in the back, but people that recognize me from this,
yeah.
so our dual fandom, what I'm saying, if you will, run up on me, hey, let me get a picture. I was like, okay, that's what's up, because I don't realize sometimes we don't realize that our folks, yours and my folks, are also there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's always dope to see the crossover that we get in that regard, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I appreciate everybody. Stay tuned, and I'm working on the video. Hopefully it turns out, because it's a lot of, you know what I mean? It's a lot of the cameraman laughing and all
that damn first 45 seconds, like I was
audio wise, it's a struggle.
Yeah, I was in my bag about that because you know, the you know, pulling the curtain back a little bit. I guess the tech guy gave us a little bit of bad advice or bad knowledge on what to do that first, you know, 45 seconds. So, you know, we had that conflict with the microphone, which kind of, you know, tweaked the first.
It took away,
from
but
the
I'm
first
gonna
bit.
try. I'm gonna try to manipulate that and fix it. And
yeah, but even still, at some point, then she puts the mic down. So it's like, you know,
we may have to close caption that part.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Yeah, it definitely was.
But yeah, I'm learning to get more tech savvy in the booth. Getting more tech savvy in the booth. So that was cool.
Said for t-shirts and hats, I'd rock a wife beater and a jean jacket. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Yeah. Okay, good to know.
Gotta get a good design. That's
all.
It's good to design. Set that table up.
Yeah, set that table. Get that money. All right. I think that's about it. Let's see. Y'all be safe. Have a good weekend. And to the next, man.
All right, man. Don't go prepare your statement. Go prepare your statement.
She said, "Oh, it's okay. We're Polly. What?
No.
What shows are you watching? What TikTok page are you following? They were like 15, and they were in line, and it was happening. It was actually happening. Like they didn't get caught about to.
Oh. Hold your children close.
Kiss them on the forehead tonight, man. The world is out here.
Hold your children close, man.
The world is out here, man. It's gobbling the world is just gobbling them up.
yeah. Good way to yeah. The world is swallowing them whole.
Yeah, just swallowing your kids whole. They're just
no, the world of bend your kids over, man.
Your kids are just taking the world to the face.
Yeah.
And it's it's too much, too soon.
No.
It's
yeah, well.
Yeah,
the world got you by the
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.